me down. Don't bring me down.
Yo, what is good, lads? We are back today with another hybrid squad builder, and today we're going to be using two of the Team of the Week players just dropped a couple of days ago from the Team of the Week, and you've seen a player review on both of them so far, and it's going to be pretty much built around them two in this formation. And this team was just one of the funnest teams I've used on this FIFA. It's just works so well together. Like you've got the three double pairs, I like to call them. They just blend so well with each other. Like it's just absolute god. But in that, we're going to start off with an Italian keeper, which is probably the best Italian keeper because I've used Buffon and he was a pile of shit. And this guy, he saves a lot of shit, man. And he's just got good distribution, good everything. And he's just an all-round tank pretty much with 89 reflexes, 87 diving and 82 positioning. And when you stick a glove card on him, he's just near on, just absolute god pretty much. And for 5k, he's definitely worth it. Let's just put that out there. And the two centre-backs we're going to be using today are just some Italian, just forced to be reckoned with once again. Absolute bosses at the back. 77 pace on Chiellini. 82 heading, 86 defending, and he's got medium high work rates, which is just wonderful. It's 26k, you can't really go wrong for probably like the third or fourth best centre back in the game, and you can pick him up for peanuts basically. The only problem with him, he's only 6'1", would be better if he's a bit taller, but you don't notice that, so there's not really a problem. He's just an absolute tank. Ogbonna, again, 77 pace, 82 defending, and 79 heading. The both just absolute tanks. Again, medium high work rates, and Ogbonna's got a 1 goal every 3 games for me, which isn't too shabby at all, but I will be telling you why when we get further up the pitch. And at right back we're going to be using, I think he's the highest rated right back on the game and just an absolute German legend, Bayern Munich and German legend. 79 pace. He's got an inform as well, so if you want to chuck that inform in there as well, by all means do that. 39k we paid for him, and he's just a tank. Like, you don't notice he's only got 79 pace. I say only, that's decent enough for me. Like, that sort of pace is just grand. Like, his positioning, his passing, he always seems to be in the right position. The only thing he gets kind of caught out on is just like them OP headers that go to the back post, and he just kind of gets put up with someone against like Benteke, Lukaku. That's the only time he's going to let you down, but other than that, absolute boss. Definitely one guy that can just play from the back. And probably one of my favourite left-backs on the game, him and Alaba. So Jordi Alba and, I think what's his first name? Alaba, the Bayern Munich left-back as well. Them two are just complete gods. Like, they're probably both my favourite left-backs on this game. 11 games, 4 assists isn't too shabby. Cost me just over 12k with a Senegal card already on him. 92 pace, 82 dribbling, 76 passing, 79 defending, 68 shooting and 68 heading. He's just everywhere on the pitch as well. He's high attacking, medium defenses, which is pretty decent. Like, he's always up there helping out. He's just great overlapping runs, making a lot of space up the field, and just an absolute he's just everywhere, literally everywhere. Like, you'll just be attacking with your strikers and he just pops up there, and then when you seem to get countered, when that attack breaks down, like you'll go back to that side of the pitch and he's backhanding back at left back already. He's just everywhere, absolute tank. And the first CDM we're going to be using is Vidal, and the last time I used him I thought he was a bit meh, but this time he's just cracking passes all over the board, breaking up everything. He's even scored a nice few bangers for me. Both those goals I scored with him are just absolute belters. High work rate. Again, one of them players that is just everywhere. And with the other CDM that we have that just sits in, this guy with his high work rate can just absolute dominate. 'Cause we've got De Rossi. He's probably one of the best holding midfielders on the game with medium high work rates. He's got great across the board on everything bar his pace, but stick an engine card on him that puts his pace up over 70, and that's grand for me. 6 foot tall as well, strong on the ball, great passing, great dribbling, great free kicks, great shooting, great penalties, great defending, great heading, just great everything. Again, this double here, just banging. Moving on to the informed, just absolute bosses. I've done player reviews. If you've missed them, go and check them out, because these guys are just bosses. They boss in midfield like nothing. Probably say Tony Kroos would probably benefit more in a 3-5-2 but he's still a boss out there. Like, if you can benefit with him only having like 60 pace with that Hunter card on him, then you're fine, because his passing is just superb. 7 assists in 11 games and 5 goals. If you want to hear more about this guy, just go and check out the player review on him. But from corners. Ogbonna scored 5 corners. His corners are just the best corners I've taken in this game. Like, his corners are on point every single time. And the 90k I picked him up for, bear in mind this video is being commentated about 3 days before you see him, because his price has probably dropped by now, but I paid 90k for him and I was happy to pay that again. And his best attribute for me is probably going to be his long shots. I think he's got something crazy like 90 odd long shots. If you again go and check that player review, you'll see his in-game stats on there as well. But his passing for me is just incredible. Moving on to Sanchez, again another player review up on my channel of him. 8 goals in 11 games. He's more of the greedy guy. As you see, he had 7 assists. This guy's only got 1 and 3 more goals, but absolutely incredible again. Him is his agility. The same thing with Jesse Rodriguez. He's just the same player basically. His agility is just insane. I think he's got 95 agility, and when a player has agility like that with decent ball control, it just works wonders for me. Ball control and dribbling and just agility is just God on this guy. Like, the ball's just glued to his foot. Like, 87 dribbling doesn't credit him. He can just bap and weave inside every single player. High work rates is the only thing that lets this guy down, because he's just here, there and fucking everywhere. Hanging out at left back, sometimes he's out up in the crowd having a fucking hot dog, and then he's just up in striker doing his job. Like, it's the only thing that lets him down. He's got great shooting, great pace, great dribbling, pretty decent passing as well, and just a tank to be reckoned with. And up at strikers, we've got 2 tanks, 2 former Man City teammates, at Carlos Tevez and Balotelli. And Balotelli, oh my days, first time I've used him, and he's 11 goals in 11 games is just insane. Obviously Tevez he's only got 2 goals in 10 games, but he's a tank. Everyone's getting taken over. Like, Tevez is good. Like, I'm not even saying, I've used Tevez before, he's pretty decent. Don't even go off by that record, because the goals are just coming from elsewhere. Like, as you can see, 11 goals in 11 games from Balotelli, 8 goals in 11 games from Sanchez, 5 goals in 11 games from Tony Kroos, and the goals just come from elsewhere. And Balotelli is probably the strongest striker on this game. I don't mean in strength wise, he's just literally the full package. Well, you're not going to find that a better, I just don't know, he's just my favourite striker on this game. Like, there's just something about him. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't say he was my favourite, because Didier Drogba's just an absolute god all out, but this guy's up there. He's just got everything. He seems strong, quick, every shot just goes in or on target. He's just incredible. Like, I can't stress enough how good that guy is. Tevez, as I said, like, he only got 2 goals, but 5 assists as well. He just was getting outscored from other positions. He's got a great shot on him, great dribbling. He's even got pretty decent strength for a guy that's only 5'8", and I do quite enjoy using him. I probably wouldn't change him, even though he only got 2 goals in 10 games. It's just the goals are coming from elsewhere. But this is the team, lads. Let me know what you think. One of my favourite teams, probably is my favourite team I've used on this game so far. It just seemed so fun. Won every game I played with it. So let me know what you think of this team, lads. And if you're new around here and you like what you see, please do drop a sub. And if you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like. And I'm out. Safe.
That's very well read, and that's a very good interception. Here's the shot. Super goal.